Pokemon. Badass? Not so much. Until now, with the top 10 badass Pokemon of all time. Keep in mind, these are Pokemon that I really just wouldn't want to see in a dark alley alone. Honorable mentions include Aggron, Tentacruel, Tyranitar, Deoxys, Staraptor, Terrakion, Arcanine, and Sharpedo. Now, number 10, Absol. Look at Mega Absol. It looks like a freaking angel or something. It looks so badass. Absol is already badass because it was the disaster Pokemon, but if you asked me about a month ago before the Mega Evolutions were released, Absol probably wouldn't have been on this list. I just think the new Absol looks really cool, and since it's a disaster Pokemon, it's already a badass. Number 9, Shiny Charizard. Charizard is already cool, but now it's a black fire-breathing dragon. Would you really want to mess with this thing? I wouldn't want to see this in a dark alley, and that's really how I judged. So, yeah, Shiny Charizard. A black fire-breathing dragon. How much better can you really get? Number 8. Pinsir. Yes, Dick Pinch, as some of you call him. The bug with horns. I mean, well, look at his horns, look at his teeth, look at his claws. It's a freaking badass Pokemon. I wouldn't want to catch this thing because I'm scared it would jump out of its ball and kill me. Like in this clip. Poor Ash. Number 7. Hydreigon. Well, it's a 3-headed dragon. I don't know what else to say. I mean, it's a black, 3-headed dragon. Should I even say anything else? I'll just say it one more time. A black 3-headed dragon. Number 6. Weevil. Weevil's pretty cool because it is such an improvement on Sneasel. I always thought Sneasel was cool with its claws and stuff, but Weevil is just such a great improvement. Not to mention it's one of the coolest typings of all time, Dark and Ice. I just think Weevil is overall a really badass Pokemon. Number 5. Scyther. I originally thought this was going to be number 1, but I found 4 more Pokemon that I thought were just a little bit more badass. Scyther's really cool, I mean, don't get me wrong, it's a freaking bug with scythes on its hands. It's... well, look at it. Not much more for me to say. Number 4. Feraligatr. In my opinion, Feraligatr is the coolest starter of all time in any of the regions. It combines my favorite animal with my favorite type, so I pretty much had to put it on this list. It also has really good stats. If you use it in battle, this thing can do really well. Earthquake, Waterfall, Aerial Ace, take out all its weaknesses. It's overall, I would say it's one of the best Pokemon that I've ever used on one of my teams. It's not incredible, but I really like it, so it's on the list. Number 3. I'm sure a lot of people would get angry if I didn't put him on the list. It's Gyarados. Gyarados probably wouldn't be as high if it didn't evolve from... yeah, Magikarp. Yeah, this. And this. And this. And this too. Gyarados is pretty good in battle too. The only thing that really annoys me about Gyarados is that everyone has a shiny one. Man, I'm so pissed. I get a legit shiny Magikarp, and I don't want to evolve it because everybody has a shiny Gyarados. But who really has any shiny Magikarps? That's the only thing I really don't like about Gyarados. Either way, it's a water dragon. It should be water dragon type. And it's just a badass Pokemon. Number 2. Gengar. Yeah, Gengar, the coolest ghost Pokemon of all time in my opinion. It's a badass. I mean, look at this fan art. Look at its Generation 1 sprite. Look at this sprite. How is that not badass? It's a freaking black ghost with a huge smile. And speaking of its smile, look at it! It looks into your soul. It can kill someone with its smile. Oh my god. Gengar is probably the only Pokemon that actually appears in my nightmares. The only thing that keeps it from being number 1 on this list is that it's hard sometimes to take it seriously with that smile, scary as it may be. Either way, Gengar is a really cool Pokemon, and I think it deserves to be really high on this list. So, here we go. Number 1. The number 1 most badass Pokemon of all time, in my opinion, is Darkrai. Darkrai is so cool. It's the Nightmare Pokemon. Technically, it's the Black Shadow Pokemon or something like that, but seriously, it creates nightmares. It may not eat dreams like Hypno and Drowsy, but still, look at that. It looks like pure fear. If I had to draw fear, I would just draw Darkrai. Not to mention, it can take on Palkia and Dialga in its own movie on its own just to protect a girl who likes it. How much more badass can you get? I mean, seriously, look at this thing. Look at that thing! Look at what it's doing to those 2 legendary dragons. It is legendary itself, by the way, though. So anyways, guys, thanks for watching. If you have your own opinion, which I'm sure you do, feel free to leave it in the comments section. If you like this video, I don't really care.